One fateful night, a family of 8 peacefully slumbered in their Ohio home, unaware of the impending horror that was about to unfold. The family's matriarch, a loving grandmother, had come to visit her son and his family and decided to spend the night. Little did she know that her stay would soon become a haunting nightmare. The family had gone to bed without checking the front door, as the son had forgotten to lock it when he returned from work late at night. The grandmother had fallen asleep on the couch after spending a joyful time with her son, daughter-in-law, and 5 grandchildren. At around 4 a.m., the grandmother was jolted awake by a sight that sent chills down her spine. An unknown man stood ominously above her, just a few steps from the entrance. She screamed her son's name in horror and called for help, but the intruder swiftly fled before anyone could catch a glimpse of him. The family was shocked to discover through the security camera footage that the intruder had been inside their home for about 30 minutes. The video showed the man sneaking in through the unlocked door and then engaging in inexplicable and disturbing behavior. In the footage, the intruder was seen quietly entering the house and checking his phone. He then proceeded to rummage through the kitchen, even drinking from a cup on the counter. The family was horrified to see him pick up the grandmother's phone and use it multiple times. He went as far as taking pictures of the sleeping grandmother on the couch. The family was bewildered by the intruder's actions as they made no sense. It was a terrifying violation of their home and privacy, and the grandmother was deeply traumatized by the ordeal. The incident served as a stark reminder of the importance of home security and the need to always be vigilant. As the family processed the harrowing events of that night, they were grateful that no one was physically harmed. However, the emotional scars left by the stranger's intrusion would take time to heal. The grandmother, in particular, would never forget the fear and helplessness she felt when faced with the unknown intruder in the middle of the night. The Ohio resident, Brittany Andrews, disclosed that her son had forgotten to lock the door when he returned home from work late at night. Andrews, her husband, their children, and her mother-in-law had all gone to bed without realizing the unlocked door. It was around 4 a.m. when Andrews' mother-in-law abruptly woke up to find an unknown man standing right above her. She was horrified and screamed her son's name, alerting Andrews, but the intruder fled outside before anyone could catch him. The family was in shock as they reviewed the security camera footage to understand how long the intruder had been inside their home. It turned out that he had spent about 30 minutes wandering around the house, doing inexplicable things. Andrews was taken aback as she watched the footage, seeing the intruder drink from a cup on the kitchen counter and put on a pair of socks from the same counter. She was puzzled and couldn't comprehend his actions. Although the intruder did not harm anyone, Andrews took the incident seriously. She shared the security camera footage on a neighborhood Facebook page in the hopes of identifying the man. The following day, the intruder turned himself in and explained that he had gotten lost while intoxicated and stumbled upon Andrews' house, mistaking it for his friend's apartment. However, Andrews believed that being intoxicated was not an excuse and insisted that the man should be held accountable for his actions. He was charged with trespassing, but Andrews felt that he should apologize to her family and face the consequences for the trauma he caused. The incident not only left Andrews' mother-in-law horrified, but it also had a profound impact on her children and their dog. Her children now felt fearful when left alone at home, and their dog had started barking excessively. Andrews' mother-in-law also struggled to sleep properly after the incident, often waking up multiple times during the night, which Andrews could relate to. As the news of the trespassing incident spread online, netizens were shocked and expressed their concerns in comments on social media. Many sympathized with Andrews and her family, understanding the fear of being caught off guard while asleep and emphasizing the importance of justice being served. In the midst of dealing with the aftermath of this terrifying incident, Andrews and her family were in the thoughts and prayers of many. The hope was that justice would prevail and that no one else would have to endure such a traumatic experience.